morning. Bobby Lee here from Hurricane Creek Farms, and yeah, that is the last of the corn out of the gravity wagon. So I need to do a little bit of inventory. You can see they didn't really clean up their feed at all from last night. Got a few more bags of corn there. It's now that we're down to 6 steers, and of course the first 3 we killed were the 3 biggest ones. Were probably the 3 eating the most. Been kind of having to try to figure out, all right, well, just exactly how much do we need to be feeding these other 6, because yeah, simply feeding them 2/3 as much what we were feeding has still been a little too much. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. We're gonna be close on whether or not we need to buy just a couple more bags of corn, but definitely not enough to where we're gonna go get the gravity wagon filled back up. But there are the 6 that remain. The 3 that we took, they did really good. We generally aim for about a 700-pound carcass. They averaged 780. Biggest one was 826. So big boys, a lot of meat in there, a lot of steaks, a lot of ground beef. Hope I've got several happy customers here in a few weeks. But anyway, we'll put a little feed out for them. Again, not a whole lot. We're gonna make them clean up what they left. Then we got to get a bunch of other stuff done, like usual. And we also need to announce the winner of our hat or t-shirt giveaway from guessing the weights of those feeder steers that we sold a couple weeks ago now. And I actually recorded basically this right here for the last video, but there was no audio, so it didn't do us any good. So those 18 steers averaged 533 pounds. Closest guess to that weight won. Actually, Jim Cushman, I believe his little screen name in the comments was Jim Cushman 9198, something like that, guessed 534. So it was pretty much over once he made that guess, because nobody nailed it right on. There was a bunch of other close things. Somebody was 528, somebody was 530. Appreciate all the comments. That helps, you know, with the video's popularity, whatever, with the algorithm, so they say. But yeah, Jim, I replied to that winning guess you made. You may not have seen that because I haven't seen another reply back, but email me. There's an email in the description of these videos. There always is, my email address. You can also go to the website, hurricanecreek.farm. Contact me through there, and I'll get you a code or whatever that you can use in the store to get whatever you want for free, a hat or a shirt. But anyway, guess I should feed the barn cats. Worry about the big animals more than I do the little ones. And then we need to ride back there and check on the cow herd. Got a flat on the back of the Pioneer. Identified, it's got a pretty nice hole in the sidewall. Knew that it was probably more than a plug could handle, but we did put a plug in it a couple of days ago. But clearly we're gonna need a new tire. So we're gonna air it up. It'll stay up for a couple hours while we go. There's plenty of time, more than long enough for us to go check cows this morning, but I think might as well probably go ahead and pull that wheel and tire off there and go into town and see if we can find another one. All right, that should be good. Yeah, we'll ride back here and check on these ladies. And my goodness, cows are oftentimes just frustrating and annoying. Loud, dramatic. So they're supposed to all be in this pasture. You can see we've got 4 cows, at least 4 that we can see, and these 2, and then another calf down there. And yes, the cross fences, I mean, simply aren't in great shape in a few spots, especially along the creek. And it's like, and all these are like, oh my God, just begging to get in, like, we got to get out there to that grass. Ladies, I'll go ahead and tell you, that grass is no better than this grass out here. They've spent more days grazing that pasture than they have this one. There's plenty of grass. Like I mean, it's not belly deep, but they're not going without. There's actually, if it really came down to it, there's a little bit of a roll of hay over there we had for the bulls at one time. But because these others have already gone ahead and made the move, the rest of them are all up here waiting to go, we're probably going to oblige them and go ahead and open the gate, whatever. But we do need to check, see if anybody has calved. We're getting down to relatively few that have yet to calve. Speaking of which, 3289 right there is one of them. 369, who's a solid black cow right there, is another one. I need to look at my exact numbers. Then we've got, I think, 5 of the 13 that are yet to go. Again, are part of the group that we got from my father-in-law, and so not sure when they'll calve. They won't necessarily hit the same calving window that we'll have the other ones in. But okay, we'll ride around, see if we happen to have any new ones overnight. There's number 422 and her mom, the horned Hereford. That was the missing calf from a couple of videos ago, but yeah, they're still just very kind of standoffish, which is okay, especially now that we've identified that the calf is fine. So, all right, we'll see if we can get the rest of these to all move on over there and through the gate. But this is another issue. She's going to be really slow to move that calf, so we're probably going to have to leave the gate open, which means they'll be in 2 different pastures, and it's just annoying. It's frustrating. It's not the end of the world. In fact, that's the biggest challenge we run into today. It will have been a darn good day, but it is what it is. You can see we're wearing a jacket again this morning. Hadn't put the felt hat away yet, even though it's spring and we made it past Easter. It's just, we're riding that weather roller coaster. I don't know, I think today, I don't know, it's probably about 40 right now. I think we're going up to like upper 50s. But it was just, I think 2 days ago, we had a record minimum temperature. So our low temperature was the highest low since, temperature has been recorded. Yeah, it was about 42 this morning. But yeah, so you don't ever know. One day, literally you might be wanting to wear a tank top, and the next you better have your silo jacket from Ag Gear on. But yeah, always a reminder, go to aggearstore.com, use the discount code Hurricane, get you the jacket. Also wearing the, I believe they call this the Harvester shirt. Yeah. One of my favorite shirts, certainly for when it is still a little cooler. Not a super heavy shirt, but they've got a lot of really light stuff that I'm excited to wear once it warms on up. But this is one of their kind of regular weight type shirts. Anyway, yeah, just don't ever know what to expect from this weather. Typical spring, just riding the roller coaster. I guess I should say we got about a ½ inch of rain, not quite, I think like 45 100ths yesterday, kind of followed by that cold front. So, all right, we need to go up the road and check another group. I can't hear it coming out, but again, that plug's been in there not even 48 hours and it's already went back flat. So we're gonna go ahead and get a new one, be done with this problem. This crew's all up here right around the gate. So we always get into this. It was literally the last time we filmed, which was actually the last time they've been in that little pasture. They've been the last 3 or 4 days. But if we're gonna drive on down, and I just about guarantee you the black white face one right there and probably that Hereford over there, they're gonna run straight down that way. and not be able to get to the feed bunk because they don't understand that outlet right there is the only one out of that pasture. We'll see, maybe they're smarter than that. There's a Gilt Edge, Tennessee traffic jam, about the only traffic jam you run into in Gilt Edge. Okay, everyone's accounted for. Actually, all those calves did figure out the correct way to exit that pasture and get here to the feed bin, or feed bunks and feed bin, I guess. But yep, this crew should be in good shape. I got plenty of grass. We just need to get some more mouths down here to be eating on this grass. We'll be working on that here over the next week or two. Well, the day has just about gotten away from us now. I don't know what time it is, about 4 o'clock. We took that tire into town and ran a dozen other errands, kid to the orthodontist, and then back to school, and then all sorts of other stuff, just life things you have to do. And two, we didn't have anything just super pressing on the to-do list. It's just kind of it's not super cold. We're like mid-50s, but it's windy. Wind's blowing about 20 miles an hour. But I almost messed up on that side-by-side because I assumed I was get a tire on it and, new tire mounted and get slapped back on there. Well, they can't get the tire until late this evening or early tomorrow morning. It's going to be tomorrow morning before they have it ready for me to pick up. And I took that wheel off of it right there sitting out. But it's not supposed to rain, which means it'll probably rain again tonight, but hopefully not. See, they still not quite cleaning it up. I gotta adjust and figure out exactly how much feed they're eating. Which if I didn't have to buy more corn, that'd be all right. We have 2, 4, 6, 8. We have 10 bags left, and the gravity wagon is empty. So probably gonna have to buy just 3 or 4 more bags if I was guessing. So we got, I don't know. I say that come Sunday, that'll be the last meal that we're feeding 6. And when we cut it down to 3, obviously our consumption will drop significantly, probably by over 50%, because again, we'll keep the 3 smallest ones all the way to the end. But we'll go ahead and put a little more feed out for them, because they'll need more than that to get them through the night. They're looking good over there. Yep, all 6 of them. Anyway, I can sit here and mumble and ramble on about it, or we can just go ahead and get them fed. Y'all get in there and eat, put on just a little more weight. But yeah, because the side-by-side is out of commission. There's the chickens. Caleb was worried about the chickens with the dogs being out. But yeah, with side-by-side out of commission, I guess we could have saddled up a horse, but actually farrier's here trimming feet. So, and they're just right here. We'll walk out here. I don't think we had any this morning that looked like they were just about to calve, but we'll make sure. And I guess if somebody has calved, we'll walk back up there and get the tagger and the optimizer and walk back down here again, which may have been a good idea of just throwing those things in the pocket beforehand. But anyway, it's tell you what, we got t-ball practice here and softball practice. I'll be with Willis at t-ball here in a couple hours, or less than 2 hours now. Kimber's and Kayla will be at softball practice. It'll be a chilly one. I think we're supposed to get down to about 40 tonight. And then the next couple of nights into the 30s, may get another frost. It's gonna be close. It doesn't look like too much exciting going on. I see 3289 over there is one of the ones that looks like she might be relatively close. 369 is the other one. We'll try to get eyes on her. Probably not gonna be able to see it from this far away, but black cow right over there. She has 2 calves. I think she has 3 calves nursing her. I'll walk over and see if we can get a closer shot of that. Been getting a lot of questions. I think I see 369 about the striped cow there. The cow of death, as the kids have nicknamed her, number 536. She has not calved yet. She, of our cows that'll calve in the spring, will probably be one of, if not the last one. She was in heat literally like the day we pulled the bulls out. So we didn't know if she would get bred, although they were definitely in the act of trying to breed her. And so they did. So she will be calving, but she's still probably 2, maybe 3 weeks away. But calving season is starting to wind down. So we've got at least one cow. I'm sure it's that horned one across the creek over there. So I have to leave the gate open. She has 2 calves nursing her. Then she has 1 calf, looks like nursing, or attempting to, another calf. What are y'all doing? I think y'all might be a little bit confused. I've seen plenty of times when 2 calves are nursing a cow. You see 3 maybe occasionally, but it's not super common. Yeah. I'm trying to think. 402 is her calf. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be 401. If y'all remember way back. Yep, 401 and 402. So 401 belongs to, yes, that Charolais heifer there. But when she was calving, she was getting ready to calve like the next day, and she was convinced that that was her calf, so it's not terribly shocking that she is letting both her calf and that other one nurse her. But that's fine. You know, if they're, you know, nursing each other's calves, whatever. So a lot of times, I always say, like, if you got a cow that's not a real good milker, one, you just don't want to keep her. But if she's got a calf that's real aggressive about nursing, they'll wait until a cow is captive with her own calf nursing her, and they'll get up there and get on one of the other teats. But anyway, we're gonna walk on up this way before we head back up towards the barn. I was wrong, the horned cow's right here, but her calf is still in out of the pasture, so same thing applies. We're not gonna shut the gate and shut them out of that other pasture where she can't get back over there, which more than likely she probably could. She'd find a spot if you placed her right on the creek where she could get back over there even if the gate was shut. But yeah, it's 369 standing there looking straight at us. You can tell she's about as wide as a house, but she is not calved, so no new calves in the last, I don't know, 2 or 3 days anyway. But yeah, fairly uneventful day. Got a few things done. Got a lot of off-farm things done, checked off the to-do list. But yeah, kind of the big thing coming up next is be buying some calves, buying some heifers. Somebody had asked about that in the comments of our last video. And yeah, we committed to heifers this year, mainly just because we can buy them for a little cheaper than we can steers, you know, of equal size and type, more or less. So yeah, it may be as soon as next week. It just depends. We've been looking at some different sources, and I think we're probably just gonna go right back to Old Faithful and buy through the same sale barn we always do. Trying to buy them directly off the farm just has not worked out. We had a couple that we thought would, but just didn't. No big deal. So yeah, as I walk back up here, probably just about wrap it up for this one. We appreciate y'all watching. Again, visit aggearstore.com. Get you a jacket, get you a shirt, get you one of each, whatever. All kinds of good stuff. Looks good, wears well, stain resistant, all the things. And yeah, use that discount code Hurricane. That'll get you 15% off. Helps us out too, helps them out, helps you out. Everybody wins. But we appreciate y'all watching. I'll quit rambling. I don't think we had a rant in this video, so yeah, maybe I'll do 2 next time. But nah, we won't do that to y'all. Appreciate y'all watching. Y'all eat beef and God bless.